Hello everyone, today we have another horror game creature today, and this is called a regen. Now, let's get into it. And this will be in my horror game, eventually. It's part of the lore. Now, what is this? Well, it's a type of demon that evolved from a once winged and flying creature to be something that lurks in the forests, primarily toward large trees where there's lots of camouflage. Its best ability, though, the one that makes it sort of special in my world, is that it can regenerate parts of its body through the use of chemicals inside of its abdomen. So, inside its abdomen, which it always protects from materials found in its nature to make a cloak to protect its abdomen, in here are these chemicals, and they are connected to all arteries. Imagine this being not similar to a body system, since the arteries are filled with this sort of chemical instead of traditional blood. Blood is still found, but it is in a separate type of artery. This means there's essentially double the amount of arteries, which means it could bleed out very easily and lose two essential chemicals. But anyway, when something bad happens, for example, it was hit right here in the brain area a few months ago, this sort of stuff in the arteries, it rushes to here. And as you can see, it's been healing up pretty well. There will be fungal growth, but that is just expected for this. Now, here's how it compares to a normal person. And you can see that, yeah, if an arrow were to go through this sort of cloak, it would die, because most of its special chemicals are stored right here in its abdomen. So, you know how the heart sort of has a lot of blood and it's pumping it? Well, that's an essential area too right here. But imagine something similar, but more like a sac, a large sac that still pumps out these chemicals. So, I guess you could say it's two hearts, but they do pump different things. But as you can see, if you were a person in my world, maybe an urban explorer checking out my town in the horror game, and you came across this, your chances of surviving are quite low. It does usually have Stone Age sort of weapons. It does make this itself. It can also find stuff in the town nearby. For example, if it would find maybe parts of a car, it would sharpen them and might use them in hand-to-hand combat. So, that is essentially the regen. And before we go, you might be asking, well, why does it still have wings? I wanted to sort of add some realism, like humans still have their tailbone after all these years. Well, this still has its wings, even though they are essentially almost useless, as it did evolve from a winged creature in hell before it came here, once a bunch of stuff happened, which is on other videos on my channel. But if you want the rundown really quick, essentially, a bunch of bad people in my town that I made up, creatures came, basically, what's it called? The Rapture. A bunch of people who lived there became demons. External demons came like this. And now whatever bastard goes running through there, they're gonna find some of this. Whatever unlucky bastard goes through this town, they're gonna be in big trouble, essentially. But yeah, that is essentially everything you need to know about a regen character.